Please state your name.
My bad, I didn't know we were filming. My name's Cadet Captain Eric M. Vornberg.
What's your position in the wing?
I'm an FTP training staff member for Echo Flight.
All right, that's great. Which encampment did you go to?
I was at Maxwell 2 with Mr. Barger and Miss Radius.
All right, that's great. Can you tell a couple things you've adjusted after field training? Maybe.
I mean, like, we came back on July 4th, and I thought this was gonna be sweet. Like, it's Independence Day. It's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna see all my friends again, my family, my girlfriend. It's gonna be sweet. But I don't know. When we came back, it was just everything was a little different. People keep telling me that I'm not quite the same guy that I was before I left.
How so? Can you give us a couple examples?
I mean, like, I carry around my Camelback, my source pack all the time, and people think it's weird. I tell people all the time, yo, stay hydrated. Hydrate at will. We gotta have a hydration break. And people just get weirded out by it. Like, how can you not want to carry this thing around all the time? Look at it. It's got a huge freaking pocket right here, Velcro. You can fit 2 liters of water. It's sweet. Look at this pack. Look at how awesome this is. And look, it doesn't have one of those biting ones like the Camelbacks. This is why Source Pack is awesome. It's like a straw. I love hydrating. Yo, this is sweet. Look, it's got another pocket right here. What Camelback do you know that has that? It's sweet.
So where are you going? Huh? Where are you going? Huh?
I don't know. Where do you want me to go?
Action.
Alright class, today we're going to be talking about some compressor. So as you can see, the stagnation drop across the stator in relation to the stagnation pressure drop across at the beginning of the rotor is a function of m dot A, P naught 1, T naught 1, the spool rotation rate, gamma R, nu, which is our kinematic velocity, and d, the rotor diameter. Alright, so we have n equals 9 variables and k equals 4 fundamental dimensions. That's m, l, t, and theta. So we're going to use conventional analysis in what's called Buckingham Pi analysis, which sounds awesome, right? Okay, so we've got P naught, and so it's a function of all these things, but it gives us n minus 5. Yes, go ahead, Eric, what's up?
Mr. Vornberg, Charlie Flight. Ma'am, what are you talking about? I have no idea. I see Greek letters, but I'm so confused. What are you saying?
Wait, I mean, this is just simple analysis here. We're talking about axial compressors, and they just got, some functions. Like,
are you speaking Spanish right now? I don't understand you.
What do you mean? I'm just,
No comprende.
No, what?
No comprende, amiga.
What?
was telling me about last night, and she was this really cute guy, and she was like, oh my god, and I was like, oh my god, and she was like, oh my god, and I was like, shut up, and she's like, shut up, and I was like, whatever, and then also I went to the mall, and I was like, hey, I want those pink high heels, but then they're like, I want the big blue, and I was like, I want the pink one, and she was like, no, too bad, you know, you can get the big blue one, or, you know, we can't sell it to you, and I was so pissed, I was so mad. And I was like, oh my god, and they're like, oh my god, and I was like, oh my god, and they're like, shut up, and I was like, shut up, back, you know, and I was like, what's up, you know, and I got the whole fight with security, and I was like, I want a pink skirt, and they're like, no, you can't have a pink skirt, because you're so rude to us, and I was like, what's going on, you know, and the girl, you know, the girl was defending me, and I was so mad, you know, and also, I was like, I'm gonna get Starbucks, and I was like, oh my god, and they're like, oh my god, and I was like, oh my god, shut up, and they're like, you shut up. And I was like, whatever, you know? And I was like, hold on, I have a text. No way. Jacob's coming. Yeah, Jacob's coming. And Beth is like, he's so cute. And I was like, I don't know, he's not that cute. You know, I think Eric's cuter, you know? I think you're cuter, but apparently Jacob's cuter. Anyway, I was like in the mall, and, you know, I wanted those high heels. I went to the other mall, and I want those high heels too. And are you even listening to me, Eric? No, you're not even listening to me. God, you're such a. You changed after that field trip stuff. God,
Baby, don't leave me. Because I'm just eating. I always rush through my food. I'm done within like 5 minutes, and I'm always just like sitting at attention. But like, I can't help it. I can't eat normally anymore. I can't eat slow. I want to take my time and enjoy my food, but I can't. I can't eat it in a half hour like I used to. It's driving me insane. Like I don't know. I don't understand it. But I don't know. I want to go back to normal. I want to go back to the way things used to be.
As you have seen, FTSD is a serious medical condition. Thank you for watching this documentary. And you stay classy, Det 390. Unique, New York. I love scotch. Scotch, scotch, scotch. Down into my belly. Yum, yum, yum.
I woke up this morning and the sun was gone. Turned on some music to start my day. And lost myself in a familiar song. I closed my eyes and I slipped away. It's more than a feeling, more than a feeling.
do it, Do you have the key?
You're locked out. I'm gonna kill you.
Oh my god.
Ah, my phone is inside.